Tarzan, King of the Apes. Africa, a land that time has forgotten. The jungle where only the strong survive. And the mightiest of all is Tarzan, King of the Apes. Sir Robert Sherwood, famous sportsman, and his son Bobby, forced down in their monoplane in the western jungles of Africa, are rescued from the very jaws of death by the mighty Tarzan. Recovering from their accident, Tarzan agrees to guide them to an outpost of civilization where they can make plans to return to England. On the 13th day of the dangerous journey, Sherwood and his son, resting in a jungle clearing, await the return of Tarzan. The ape man has been gone several hours in search of food for the small party.
I sure hope Tarzan gets back soon, Dad. It's getting dark.
Now, don't worry, son. Tarzan hasn't forgotten us. See? Even Tarzan's little chimp friend, Cheetah, agrees with me. Don't you, Cheetah?
Gee, Dad, I wish we could take Cheetah home with us. Boy, I can't wait till I get home and tell the gang that I really know Tarzan. And I'll tell them all about you, too, Cheetah.
I know your gang will envy you, my boy, when you tell them of Tarzan. He's a real man, son. A man who can be trusted. The kind of a man everybody looks up to.
Hey, Dad, maybe someday I can be like Tarzan and live in the jungle.
Well, maybe you can't live in the jungle, lad, but you can be a real man like Tarzan.
Dad, it's him! It's Tarzan!
Sherwood and his son look into the clearing at the edge of the jungle and see the giant figure of Tarzan in leopard skin swinging freely through the tangled vines winding about the huge trees. The hot, fierce jungle sun is faded in the background, and purple shadows outline the mighty shoulders of the King of the Ape Men. With one powerful swing, Tarzan drops to the ground at Bobby's side.
What did you get, Tarzan?
Tarzan, meat. Tarzan bring much meat. Fresh antelope.
Did you have any trouble?
Meet lion who have same idea as Tarzan.
You mean you fought a lion? A real honest-to-goodness lion?
Lion old. Tarzan no worry about old lion. Tarzan bring cheetah berries.
Well, I'll rustle up that antelope meat into some grub for us.
Fondo, good. Tarzan hungry.
Tell me some more stories, Tarzan. Will you, huh?
Tarzan tell boys stories while Tarzan rests.
About how many more days do you think it'll be before we reach the outpost, Tarzan?
When sun go down tomorrow.
Fine. We'll turn in early tonight in the... Tarzan, what in the...
Don't move.
Without warning, Tarzan holds up his hand and freezes in its tracks.
Tarzan! What is it?
Ignoring Sherwood's question, Tarzan tests the cool evening air with his sensitive nostrils. Slowly, his strong hand drops to his side and firmly grasps his huge, gleaming jungle knife. An expression of bewilderment creeps over Tarzan's bronzed face. For a brief moment, he sniffs at the jungle air as though he had caught a faint trace of a familiar smell. But he appears to disbelieve his nose, for what Tarzan smells means trouble, real trouble.
What is it, Tarzan?
Mulgani. Gorilla smell in air.
Gorilla?
No gorilla. Gorilla only on west coast. Tarzan on east coast now.
But what would...
Jungle played trick on Tarzan.
But what about Cheetah?
Jungle played trick on Cheetah, too. Now cook food. Tarzan tell boys story. We eat, then sleep. Tomorrow we be an outpost. Safe.
With Tarzan's firm assurance that the jungle had played a trick on him and his friend Cheetah, activity is resumed in camp. Sir Robert begins cooking the fresh antelope meat, as Tarzan tells Bobby jungle stories. But somehow Tarzan can't forget the strange incident. From time to time, he pauses in his storytelling to smell the air. But the elusive scent is gone, and only the odor of cooking antelope meat is present.
Come and get it!
Silently, Tarzan and his friends eat the fresh antelope meat. But somehow the party's appetite isn't as sharp as it had been before the mention of Bolgani, the ape name for the ferocious gorillas.
Have you finished, Bobby?
Yes, sir.
Well, run and get your sweater. It's getting chilly.
Oh, Dad, Tarzan hasn't a sweater on.
Boy, get sweater like father say. Tarzan live in jungle long time. No need cover.
Oh, all right, but come on, Cheetah, you go with me.
Tarzan, I didn't want to bring this up in front of the boy, but, well, I've been watching you the last few days, and you've had something on your mind. Then tonight...
Old legend about this part of jungle country. Maybe true, maybe not.
Legend?
Legend say that valley of talking gorilla nearby. Big gorilla man guard valley. Bantu say see many times.
Talking gorillas? But, man, that's impossible. It's just a legend. Surely you
Many
don't believe...
strange things here in jungle. Weird drum mean death. Black magic, kill. Voodoo drive people mad.
Yes, but one must be rational. One must be...
Suddenly, Tarzan is on his feet. His hand drops to the handle of his gleaming knife. Then...
Tarzan! 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 Don't let it get me! Please don't let it get me!
Cheetah, quiet.
Frightened by something he had seen, Bobby rushes to Tarzan and clings to him. Without relaxing his firm grip on his keen-bladed knife, Tarzan kicks dry twigs on the coals of the fire. A rewarding flicker of flame mounts and lights up the clearing. Then... Tarzan's keen eyes catch the faint glitter of reflected light. Somewhere out in the jungle blackness, a pair of cruel eyes watch Tarzan and his friend.
Tarzan, I don't see anything. What is it?
Jungle tricks, not tricks after all. Bolgani.
Bolgani, you mean?
Gorilla here in camp. Boy, go to father.
Yes, son.
As Tarzan shifts Bobby to his father, the firelight illuminates a huge, hairy outline on the edge of the camp.
Great Scott, Tarzan! It's a white monster, and he's coming toward us. It looks manlike, but at the same time more animal than anything I've ever seen.
As the hulking monster lumbers slowly toward Tarzan, the king of the apes steps forward and in a deep, rumbling voice shouts,
Who threatens Tarzan, king of the apes?
Great holy saints! The beast talks.
White Bolgani gorilla man from legend I speak about.
Tarzan! Tarzan, watch out! He's moving in!
With a challenging yell, Tarzan, king of the apes, leaps high in the air toward the fang-toothed monster. Launching a mighty kick with his powerful legs, Tarzan pile drives them into the murderer's face and... With the lightning thrust of his knife, Tarzan lunges at the monster's throat. The gorilla man backs away, swinging a hairy arm with incredible speed. But Tarzan dodges the crushing blow and counters with his blade, slashing at the gorilla's huge body. The beast howls with rage and pain. Again and again, Tarzan's sharp blade bites deeply into the hairy arm of the gorilla, held in defense of its body. The gorilla man retreats in pain to the edge of the camp. Wild-eyed, he stops and stares at Tarzan. Then, lifting his head high in the air, he beats his chest and growls in defiance.
Thank the Lord he's given up.
Tarzan walks coolly toward the white gorilla man, but as he nears him, the beast turns and disappears into the jungle darkness.
Tarzan beat him, Cheetah! Tarzan beat him!
Yes, thank heavens. But look! Tarzan is following the beast. Tarzan! Tarzan!
Tarzan, ignoring Sherwood's calls, and with body tense, stealthily tracks the wounded gorilla man into the inky blackness of the weird jungle. Slowly, as if to avoid a trap, the ape man pushes through the dense underbrush until assured that the gorilla has taken flight. Turning to return to camp, Tarzan hears Bobby's screams of wild fright.
Tarzan! Tarzan! The gorilla! Help!
Bobby's terrifying screams brings Tarzan hurriedly to the scene. In camp, we find Cheetah excitedly jumping up and down beside the limp form of Sherwood. Pushing Cheetah aside, Tarzan quickly examines the unconscious form and finds Sir Robert has been stunned by a savage blow to the head.
Cheetah, which way, boy, go? White gorilla man have big start in jungle night. Make way to valley of Gogo Bolgani, talking gorillas. Gorilla men play trick on Tarzan. Lead Tarzan out into jungle, then circle back to get boy. Old trick. Tarzan fall.
You can't. Oh.
Bad cut on head. Tarzan fix.
Tarzan? Huh? Tarzan. What happened? Where's Bobby? Where's my boy?
Gorilla men carry Bobby away.
They took my boy? What'll they do to him? They'll kill him. I've got to get him.
Bolgani not kill boy.
But how do you know?
Action of gorilla men show not want to kill boy. Gorilla men have plan.
Then why? Why did they take my boy?
Tarzan not know gorilla man plan yet. Soon will.
I remember now. When you ran out of camp, I turned around and there were two huge gorilla men. I threw myself at them and when one grabbed Bobby and that's all I can remember.
Then Tarzan not tricked. Many gorillas come to camp. Not one. Only one fight. Friends not help. Gorilla men not want war with ape man. Tarzan see now.
That's right.
Gorilla men go back to valley of talking gorillas with boy.
But why would they want to take Bobby?
Tomorrow we find out. Cheetah. Cheetah, get Scaw. Tarzan bird friend. Tell Scaw, come to Tarzan. Get Tantor the elephant and bring quick. Tell them Tarzan go to valley of talking gorillas.
The next morning, as the jungle dawn casts its first slanting rays through the tangled underbrush, we find Scaw, the bird, Tarzan's feathered friend, talking and jabbering with Tarzan and Cheetah.
Scaw do important job for Tarzan. Scaw fly above jungle and guide Tarzan and friends to valley of talking gorillas. Good. Tarzan not forget bird friend help. Now we wait for Tantor and start when big friend come.
Who is Tantor?
Elephant. Tarzan save life when fire come to jungle many moons ago. Tantor come.
Tarzan! Tarzan! There are two elephants coming. Run!
No run. Tantor smart. Bring friend with long trunk. Help clear jungle trees. Tantor and friend carry us to valley of gorillas. Tarzan ready. We go to boy now. Tantor, Scaw, hoot pele, go valley!
Astride Tantor, the elephant, and with the help of Scaw, the bird, Tarzan and Sherwood began their dangerous journey in search of Bobby.
Tantor, Dundo, stop.
Tarzan, what is it?
Tarzan, get down for a minute. Scaw, big help. Tarzan do favor for birds someday.
Are you going to break more bushes, Tarzan?
Yes.
Why do you do that? You've stopped all along the way to break down bushes.
You'll see later. Ready, Tantor? We go.
The small party make their way through the jungle underbrush, stopping only now and then as Tarzan quickly dismounts from Tantor to break a twig or bend a bush. As the jungle sun sets behind them, Tarzan and his friends reach the foot of a high mountain range.
Tarzan thanked Tantor for safe journey. Other side of mountain, valley of gorillas. Tarzan thanks Scar. Only bird find hidden valley. Big surprise for talking gorillas. Come, follow Tarzan. We go to boy.
I'm with you. Let's hurry.
We go safe. Hurry dangerous. Tarzan, no.
Slowly, Tarzan and Sherwood make their way up the high mountain. The climbing is treacherous. A careless step could send them to certain death on the jagged rocks below. Reaching the top, they quickly crawl out on an open bluff and get their first view of the Valley of Talking Gorilla Men.
Cheetah, quiet.
Tarzan, look! Great Scott! This is unbelievable. An entire city right in the middle of the jungle.
Like legends say, Valley of Talking Gorillas.
But it looks like a vast kingdom. Scores of huge buildings. And in the center, a large palace. Tarzan, somewhere down there is my boy. We must find him.
Don't move. Bolgani near. Wind tell.
Over there. Look! A gorilla man. And over there, another one. And still another one. Great Scott, Tarzan! They have us surrounded.
As Tarzan and Sir Robert Sherwood rise to their feet, the huge gorilla men close in on them. Tarzan's mighty hand reaches to his side and grips his jungle knife.
By Jove, looks like we really walked into it this time, Tarzan.
Gorilla men hide. Wait for us to come.
Well, we can at least go down fighting. I'm ready.
Wait.
What is it?
Gorilla men not want fight.
Say, you're right. What do you make of it?
Leader point to valley. Want we go there? We go.
Turning, Tarzan and Sherwood walk in the direction of the valley, while very deliberately the gorilla men follow them at a safe distance. Through the forest and down into the valley they walk with the gorilla men at their heels. Reaching the large palace they had seen from a distance, the procession halts, and then...
Tarzan, Dad, I knew you'd come. I knew you'd come.
Bobby, my son. My son.
Boy, back with father. Now we go.
No one is leaving the valley just yet. At least, not alive.
Tarzan spins around at the sound of this strange voice and looks into the face of an erect, handsome man dressed in a white, flowing robe. He is middle-aged, judged from the long, graying hair that falls to his shoulders, framing his dark brown face.
Tarzan, king of apes, come for boy. Get boy. Now go.
My name is Malimo. I am king of Valley of Talking Gorillas. And if you try to leave, my self-developed and self-trained gorilla men will destroy you instantly.
Tarzan, go with boy and father. We go. Now.
Malimo blows a gold whistle that hangs from around his neck, and four huge monsters grab Tarzan and hold him.
You have made your choice, Tarzan. Now you die. Slaves, throw this jungle man who calls himself King of the Apes into the fight pit, and bring the boy and white man to my palace.
No, don't kill Tarzan. Please don't kill Tarzan.
Thrown into the huge fight pit, Tarzan drops to the ground, his eyes scanning the sky as if expecting winged help. As night falls, Tarzan has visitors, Sir Robert and his son Bobby. In hurried whispers, Bobby unfolds the reason Malimo brought him to the valley, to raise him as Malimo's successor and to teach him the secret of the talking gorillas. As they talk, a faint flapping of wings is heard above them.
Tarzan, look! Up there, in the sky!
Star, bird friend. Star, good Star. Fly fast. Carry message. Tarzan need jungle friends to help. Fly back to jungle where Tantor waits. Tell him Tarzan now ready. Bring ape men and elephant friends to Valley of Talking Gorillas. Tantor follow path Tarzan makes to valley.
Path? What path?
You ask why Tarzan break bushes on way here.
That was to make pass for jungle friends to follow in case of trouble. Now, go, Scar. Swift like jungle wind.
As Scar flies high into the sky, circles a moment, then darts in a direct line to the dense jungles to sound the cry of help for Tarzan. Two huge gorilla men grab Bobby and his father and take them away. The next morning, Sir Robert and his son are led onto a stage that overlooks the fight arena where Malimo waits for them.
Welcome, my friends. Please be seated. The sport will soon start.
Malimo raises his hand high into the sky, and the bloodthirsty crowd quiets. From the far end of the arena, a gigantic all-white gorilla with fangs bared slowly walks toward Tarzan. As the white gorilla and the king of the apes clash, Tarzan avoids the crushing might behind each powerful blow, using the skill and cunning of his jungle heritage. After what seemed like hours, Tarzan's speed and skill wearies the giant brute. And in one split second that the gorilla man turns looking for help, Tarzan, with a kill cry on his lips, plunges his jungle knife deep into the white monster, who slumps to the ground mortally wounded.
Tarzan must die. Open the pit gate. Let all my monsters at him.
Malimo, stop! Tarzan is beating your gorilla men in fair fight. Call off your beat.
Silence, fool. Malimo and only Malimo gives orders. Open the gate. Open the gate! Kill Tarzan!
As two huge white gorilla men start for Tarzan, he stops when he hears the familiar call of his friend Tantor. Then, out of the black clouds above, Tarzan sees Scar, his bird friend, swooping down toward him.
Here! Bring message to Tarzan.
Then, in the faint distance, as if in answer to Tarzan's hopeful plea for good news, familiar sounds reach Tarzan's ears.
Jungle friends near!
Suddenly, the crowd's noises hush as they see a never-to-be-forgotten sight. Dozens of apes attacking the huge gorilla men as the powerful trunks of the lumbering elephants tear apart the heavy wooden walls of the arena as though they were matchsticks. As Tarzan's friends make fast work of the monsters, Tarzan leaps through the air and catches the edge of the stage where Malimo sits and pulls himself up to him. Malimo pulls back his robe and reaches to his side.
Tarzan, careful! Malimo has a knife!
The fight between Tarzan and Malimo is short-lived, and as Tarzan lifts Malimo high above his head, he pauses.
Have mercy, Tarzan! Don't kill me! I'll give you gold! Lots of it! Don't!
As Tarzan, Bobby, and his father leave the valley, and the memory of a madman and his mad dream to rule the world, they pause briefly on a clearing at the mountaintop as they watch Tarzan's jungle friends disappear one by one into the seclusion of their jungle home. Below the valley of the talking gorillas is a valley of deadly silence, broken only by the victorious trumpet call of Tantor and Tarzan's answering yell. Slowly, the adventurers descend a jagged mountain, and Tarzan guides the party to an outpost of civilization where arrangements are made for Bobby and his father to board a boat for home. As the boat disappears over the horizon, Tarzan turns back to his jungle home where more adventures await the King of the Apes. These new and thrilling adventures will be heard on Tarzan Records.